It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Bill Stadium in upstate New York. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the Arizona Cardinals. And we are underway in Buffalo. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run here with Singletary. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Throwing now is Allen. They'll roll him out right. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll toss this right side to Singletary. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a 1st. Allen going to throw. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 20-yard line. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen, and that is incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that is incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. Tyler Bass out for the Bills field goal. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills' opening drive yields 3. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd down and another run with Edmonds. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, got to make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
To throw, it's Murray. Trying for the tight end, Ertz, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. 3rd down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field and an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
An extra point by Bass, up and good. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Here's Bass now to send it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Murray trying again after the pick 6. Zach Ertz has it complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. And that was one I kind of saw coming, Charles. You had a free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting, and he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means the free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side and make plays on the football as he did there. Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there. I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On the handoff, running left, Singletary. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there. That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Allen now on first down. Rolling to his right. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
On second and a yard. Allen into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Marco Wilson. And the Cards are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
Andy, you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 26 yards on the play there. And it'll be second and 10. Murray to air it out again. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 34-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. First down, Murray. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde.
And the Bills will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. From midfield, here's Allen. Flushed out right. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it and run time, and he picks up a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Allen. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Allen flush to his right. And this one caught by Beasley. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
The kick by Bass is good. And that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. So with that, we get you back up to Orchard Park and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Garden, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them, because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
A big connection on that one. 38 yards. Murray now on first down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Back to the ground on first down, Edmonds. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 2nd down, Edmonds. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray, escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Now a give to Edmonds. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done. I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
41 yards on the ground for him so far. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well on this drive, and they want to finish it off the same way.
Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Edmonds. And now Edmonds going to be stopped up short. He did not get there. What a stand so far defensively. And now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. So with a 4th and goal looming, we hit the end of 3 quarters of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Now Murray's got to have this one. Rolling to his left. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kyler Murray scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Cards are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
And the last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
They'll run on first down with Moss. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, Nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage. Stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Now a throw here to his running back. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On first down, Singletary. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Being chased out left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Mobility is often a good thing for a quarterback. Rarely do you think it's a bad thing. Getting outside of the pocket often breaks down defenses, but you still have to set and throw. Yeah. I mean, you can't lose your mechanics even though you're outside the pocket.
And there with the pressure coming, that made that extra tough. To throw is Allen. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
This game has been a lesson, a clinic in how to throw the football. I mean, even with a big lead, they're not turning off the engine. They're not getting off the gas at all. They plan to keep going at them, and it's working for them.
They'll run on 1st down. Singletary. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Singletary again. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And they will take a knee here. On 2nd down, give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills, and it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
Sports coverage of the NFL has us at newly named State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. Murray now on first down. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. Well, some credit there to A.J. Green because he's so tough to cover. Sometimes he causes those penalties.
And he's one of the more difficult guys to cover in the NFL because of his ability to do just about anything on a route. Hard to do. Creates a lot of pass interference calls.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
On second and 11 now. Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So now first and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 35-yard line. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Murray going to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Here's second and 10. On the handoff, it's Edmonds. And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 26. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
On 3rd down, they run with Edmonds. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold him to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
7 yards, the pickup there.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. They run it here with Edmonds. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Chris Jones that time coming in with a tackle behind the line.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Second down and goal. Murray eluding the pressure right. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Flushed out right. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Armani Watts. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 96 yards. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. One thing that we know for sure, do not question the arm strength of Patrick Mahomes, one of the strongest around. Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. Mahomes will throw for it. And he will get in to make it 8-0.
I'm going to hit you all.
So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
Well, they just scored, they got the lead, and they decide to keep their foot on the accelerator, so to speak.
Scouting, scouting, scouting. They had to have seen something in their preparation for this game that told them in this situation, if they get the look they like, let's go ahead and go for it anyway. They like being bold.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. First and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Mahomes now to throw. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 14.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4. Here's Mahomes to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now it's Mahomes again. This is caught. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Noah Gray from 8 yards out. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
I think we're sensing a trend here. 2 first-half touchdowns. After going for 2 after the first score, CD, I thought maybe they would kick the PAT here. No, they get 2 more.
No, they decided to really press the advantage because, remember, getting the 2 after the first score, you've already got the other team back on their heels if they're going to mount a comeback. But to go up 2 scores and 2 two-point conversions, you've really got them thinking on the other sideline.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray steps away. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. On play action, it's Murray. On the move to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hughes. And the Chiefs force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Forced out to his left. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Mahomes firing complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Here we go.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Well, they picked up the 1st down, but I'm just going to say it. I didn't like it before the ball was snapped, and I don't like it now that they picked it up. Think about field position on their own side of the 50. They don't get it. They put their defense in a bad spot. And it's just not a decision that pays off very often.
Well, it wasn't 4th and a yard. There was some meat on that bone.
There really was. Fortunate to get it in that situation, but not a call I would make very often. So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Mahomes now on 1st down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Man open is Robinson, and he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Mahomes will try again on second down. And it's caught. Touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Thorough domination right now, and the game plan is simple, obviously, Charles. They're going for 2 after every touchdown, and it's 24-0.
Don't you just get the sense right now that they're just flexing? I mean, you'll be able to do whatever they want, how they want, 3 2-point conversions, and now they're up 24-0. So essentially they gained a field goal out of it without even trotting the kicker out there.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they'll take over with just 16 ticks remaining before intermission. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts.